months later, I looked for evidence for several months until I realized I had enough to go in to the FBI with to get them interested in the case.
I'm sorry, and that was what year?
October 5th of 2000.
So he was still alive when you first made the accusations that he was the Zodiac killer?
Yes, he was.
How did he respond to that?
Well, it was kind of odd because after working with police for about a year, I got tired of all the getting this answer from one department and another answer from another department, so I decided to call him just to see what he'd say. And I told him I knew who he was. But what I did was, to make him feel comfortable to talk to me, he didn't know I went to the police at this time. I said, I know who you are, I want to write a book, but I won't publish it until you're dead. And so he agreed to give me all the information. Talked to me like it was no big deal. Like, but he was careful about what he said, but he talked about it like he didn't deny anything. He says, I can trust you, I can tell you anything. He says, you can take notes. Because he wanted me to eventually find out who he was, but didn't want to go to jail. So he agreed to give me all the information. And he did. So, but at that time, he wanted me to fly to Texas. I was a little leery about doing that, because I figured if I showed up there, he might shoot me. So what I did was I had him fly out to Washington, where I was at the time. And, because I knew when he got off the plane, he wouldn't have a gun or anything, so I knew that would be one safe way I could be around him. And so we stayed up that whole night drinking and talking. He told me I got a lot of information from him that night. Well, the very next morning, my brother-in-law woke up and saw Jack and says, Jack, you and me are good friends. You can tell me anything. Well, no one was supposed to know about this except for Jack and I. I never got anything else out of Jack after that. He actually ruined it for me because he jumped the gun on me because no one was supposed to know. It was just supposed to be Jack and I, and he was going to tell me the whole, the rest of the story. But luckily, I just got to spend that whole night with him, tell me, a lot of details about a lot of things.
Did he ever actually come out and say, I am the Zodiac killer?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Do you have that on tape?
Yes, I do. I do. I have him saying, I question him over and over about the Zodiac. I make the Zodiac very clear who I'm talking about. And he says, well, you heard the last part. He says, if it was a known fact that it was me, and he knows exactly what I was talking about, the Zodiac killer. It's very clear that I was. I made sure that was on tape. So,
So, you recently developed some rolls of film. Where did those come from?
Those came from Jack stuff in Washington.
What did you find on that?
I found some pretty, what appeared to be homicides on there. What appeared to be people that were murdered.
What was your reaction when you saw what was on the film?
Nothing surprises me because I know Jack. It didn't really surprise me. I mean, it was just, I almost expected it to be there. Knowing Jack like I know Jack, the hood, of course, surprised me a little bit. But besides that, Jack was a violent person. He killed his whole life. I know this. And when you know that, you see pictures like that, it doesn't surprise you. Does that make any sense? You actually become almost numb, not numb, but you see so much, it's just like, nothing really affects you too much after a while,
Why do you want this case solved?
Why do I want this case solved? Because there's a lot of families out there that don't have any resolution to, and I know how that feels. My mother was murdered, and I can't imagine, not knowing who did it or having it unresolved. It would eat me alive. So I feel that I owe it to my mother, because my mother tried to tell me that Jack was trying to kill her, and I said, Mom, you're crazy. Come on. I didn't believe her until it was too late. So.
Let's talk specifically about the hood. Where had it been all these years?
Well, obviously it's something that I owned since around 1990, since they lived with us. Before that, I don't know where it was. Obviously Jack had it, or...
Where had the PA system been kept all these years?
Just in my junk. I had a lot of junk. I was kind of a junk collector at the time, so I had a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm surprised that I still had it, but I did, luckily.
Did you ever use it?
Yeah, I've actually used it a couple times. Yeah, it works fine. It turns on everything.
What was your reaction when you opened it up? You were taping it when you opened it up, or
that was actually it was a reenactment.
That was a reenactment. Okay.
Because when I first opened it up, that did affect me. My heart skipped a couple of beats when I saw that first. I thought, no, can't be. And then when I realized realized it was. I put it back in there. I called Steve. I said, Steve, you need to get up here.
Steve with the FBI.
Steve Dewhurst.
Oh,
He's actually bought my book rights.
What do you think the hood is that you pulled out of the PA system?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's the one that was worn like this, or it's just like it. I don't know. I can't say exactly what it is. All I know is I found it in there, and it had to have come from Jack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who else would have put it in there?
So you've been gathering evidence all these years, and it was 1 month ago you found that.
Yes.
Do you think this is the evidence that pushes it over the top?
I think it's the evidence that gets the ball rolling like it should have been done a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what they can prove with the hood, you know, but I know that they are working on it very hard right now. So, if anything, it at least got them doing that. You know, and I'm not worried about it. I know the DNA will match because I know who Jack is. I'm not worried about it. We're supposed to have results back actually any day now.
How can they be doing testing if you still have the hood?
Well, they're doing testing on letters I gave them of Jack's and letters from the ZODIAC DNA.
What is the evidence that is currently being, what all have you turned over to the FBI?
I guess I could say it's just envelopes that Jack sent me over the years that has his DNA underneath the stamps, hopefully. Okay? And that's what I turned over to him. And handwriting. A lot of original handwriting. Okay.
And then, what I'm going to ask
Get over with, man. I'm just so tired of the whole thing. I guess I've almost become a victim in a way, too, man. Well, after this consumed my whole life, man. Basically lost everybody I ever known over this whole stupid thing. And my girlfriend of 15 years.
Do you think people believe you when you say you know who the Zodiac Killer is?
Probably not at first, but I'm sure after they talk to me for a little while, they do.
What do you have up there?
Up here. Oh, hold on one second. Just a knife, and it appears to have blood on it.
Where do you think this knife was used?
Again, I don't know.
What do you think?
It's hard to say. I just know that I found it in Jack's stuff. And it could be a knife that he barbecued with one day, or who knows? You know, it could be a knife he murdered someone with. I don't know. But I'm going to turn it in, and hopefully they'll be able to find out.